Hello, my friend. Welcome to the Python Script Mastery course. My name is Matthew, and I will be your instructor. First of all, thank you for trusting me with your Python Script education. I promise to do my best to exceed your expectations with this course content. Before we get started with the course, I just want to give you a quick rundown of how the course is structured and what to expect. So some of these lessons have been taken straight from the Python Script Basics course, the free course I have on my website. So if you've already gone through that course, there's a few lessons you can skip in this introduction section and in the basics of Python Script. But if you haven't gone through that program, I definitely recommend that you start from the beginning and go through each lesson and each section in order. Every lesson in this course and every section, every category in this course builds on the previous lesson and the previous category. So for the best chance of finishing the bulk of the program and getting to where you want to be with your skill at Python Script, I recommend going through the course in order. I did my best to lay it out in such a way that you are unlikely to get lost or overwhelmed if you go through the course content in order. Now, if you're an experienced programmer or you're already somewhat experienced with Python Script, you can probably skip a few of these introduction basics lessons, but I discourage that if you are uncertain at all about the basics of Python Script. Anyway, as you get through, the course content will get more and more complicated, more and more advanced. But by the time you get to these more advanced subjects, if you've gone through the other lessons in order, the advanced subjects shouldn't be too daunting. Every single lesson comes with source code for the lesson that you can play around with. I definitely encourage you to do that. Play around with the code, get your hands dirty, break things, try and fix things. That's the easiest way, the fastest way to learn the material. But I'll be guiding you through each subject and doing my absolute best to explain the concepts as clearly as possible so that no one gets lost or overwhelmed. Now, when it comes to support for this course, I do give support, obviously, that's what you're paying for. However, due to the nature of scripting and strategies, it's really difficult for me to find the time to help everyone with their actual projects, their actual scripts. So one-on-one support isn't exactly how things work here. The way support works is if you encounter a challenge or an obstacle, a problem that you can't solve with your own script, if you shoot an email to support@theartoftrading.com and request a lesson covering a particular subject, I will do my absolute best to record content on that subject so that everyone benefits, we all benefit from that general knowledge. What I can't do, however, is fix your script for you or actually write out code for you. I just simply don't have time anymore to do that sort of thing. A few years ago, I used to do scripting jobs for people, but to be completely honest with you, it's an incredibly challenging thing to do because not only do I need to understand the code that you're writing, but I also need to understand what's going on in your head, how you're seeing the markets, how you're analyzing the markets. And every trader is different. Every trader's approach to trading is a little bit different. And so it would be a disservice for me to try and offer support without investing a significant amount of time chatting to you one-on-one to figure out what it is you're trying to achieve. If that's something you really need, you can reach out to support and we can potentially quote you on one-on-one or mentorship. It's not going to be cheap because quite frankly, I make a lot of money through my own trading and investing and I don't really need any extra work. So if that is something you need, you can shoot an email to us and we can chat about that. This whole operation, by the way, is just run by myself and my girlfriend. So when you reach out to support, please be kind to her. Her name is Jade and she does a fantastic job of keeping this whole ship running. It wouldn't be possible without her. So I'm really grateful to have her working with me. But because this is a two-person operation, please be patient with us. It can take a little while for us to get around to answering your questions. So with all that said, if you run into any problems, shoot an email to support and I will do my best to guide you. And as I just said, if you run into a problem that you can't solve with your own script and it hasn't been covered in detail in the course, shoot an email to me. And when I find time, I will record a lesson on that material. And the final note is that this course is still evolving. Now, I don't update and add new content as often or as frequently as I used to because the course is already quite large now. There's already a lot of subjects that have been covered. But if there's a subject that hasn't been covered in enough detail and I get a lot of requests to elaborate on a certain subject, or the TradingView developers add new features to Python Script or change existing features and update the language, I will always record a lesson on those changes, those updates, those new features when necessary so that the course remains up to date and valuable to you guys. Again, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your time here and I hope you learn what it is that you've come here to learn. PineScript is an incredible language. It's a simple language, but it's powerful. And I'm confident that if you take the time to absorb the information here, you'll be able to build out tools and scripts that will make you a much, much better trader. And I say all of that from experience because it made me a much, much better trader learning all of this material. So with that said, good luck with your trading, good luck with your coding, and I'll speak with you in the lessons to come.